Mr. Davies, what are the challenges facing the tanker market?
Well, I think in terms of where we're looking today, in terms of technology, we're looking at how we bridge from today to 2050. And I think our issues are really around how we adopt new technologies and how we look at meeting the IMO requirements, but also meeting the public's expectations of our industry in terms of reducing emissions.
Mr. Stopford, do you think that oversupply is also a big problem in tanker industry?
I don't think we should be thinking about oversupply anymore. We're moving into an era when ships, because bunkers are so expensive relative to the cost of ships nowadays and will get more expensive in future, we're moving to a period when we need to think about ships as being flexible and able to operate at different speeds determined by the cost of the bunkers and the cost of the ships themselves. And that means that to simply say there's surplus capacity compared with going at full speed doesn't really tell the whole economic story.
What are the criteria for chartering a tanker from a big charterer such as Chevron?
So we tend to look at the quality of the owners. So we use a vetting process to look at the quality of the owner, the quality of their ships, and the quality of their operation through using the OCMF tools like SIRE and TMSA. So we're looking very much at the operator and the safety and the performance of the operator in running our ships.
Tell us your opinion about new environmental regulations and the solutions offered, such as scrubbers, LNG as a marine fuel.
I would say the shipping industry has found all the measures you mention extremely difficult because they confronted them with choices where there was no obvious correct choice at any point in time, and but they're regulations. Ship owners have to do it. That's what they're paid for. If you're going to be in the game, you've got to follow the rules, and there's nothing more to say about it. Get on with doing what has to be done and think about how you move the business forward in other ways, you know.
There will be sufficient availability of clean marine fuel the next day, and at what price?
When you tell me the price, I could buy you a lottery ticket. I think generally what we're seeing now is that the fuel availability is improving. We're seeing more and more of the suppliers developing ultra-low sulfur fuel oil solutions. We're seeing more distillate coming to the market. So, but we're also seeing an increase in scrubbers. So in terms of exhaust gas cleaning systems, we've seen a large number of ships over the last few months going in to have those installed. So it'll be an interesting period. I think that's the only way I can put it. Sort of 2020, 2021 will be interesting for our industry in many ways.
Oil major is a competitor or a partner with a private ship owner?
I think we're very cooperative. I think we work together very closely on safety and environmental issues. We also work very much through the industry organisations as well. So no, I think we're all in the same boat, if I can use a shipping expression.
and Mr. Stopford, tell us about what are you seeing in your crystal ball about the freight market?
Well, it's been a long recession, and owners have done very well so far. The good news is that we are at last coming to the end of the very big shipyard order book, and so the fundamentals look a little bit better for the next couple of years, and that's encouraging. The fewer ships delivered. The world economy has had a bad 6 months. Europe, for example, has had a very rough ride for the last 6 months, and I think there's a fair chance that if we get a bit of a pick-up on the economic front, not many ships delivered, maybe Mr. Davies will be paying the price that we would all like to see all companies paying for their transport, you know.
No comment.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.